Good morning. Good morning, students. In the Mughal Empire chapter, we studied so far the rulers, different rulers, which are rulers who have ruled India. So, first was Babur, next Humayun, next Akbar, next Jahangir. In the previous class, we saw how the Shahjahan has ruled his administration. Is it? By having the peacock throne, that is with a golden throne with the having a 12 emerald pillars which it had, and due to this his treasury was declined due to his luxurious life and so on. These are the Mughal emperors who has ruled. Now in today's class we will be learning about the Aurangzeb, who ruled from 1658 to 1707, and how the administration was there. Overall, the Mughal rulers will be studying in today's class. So, children, the students, the Mughal emperor who has ruled so far, we saw Babur, Humayun, Akbar, and Jahangir, Shahjahan. Now we'll see about the Aurangzeb, how he ruled, and overall administration of the Mughal Empire, how it was, will be studying in today's class. So, students, Aurangzeb, who was the son of Shahjahan. So, after the rule of Shahjahan, there was a war of succession in order to ascend the throne. So, which was took place among his four sons. Who were there? His four sons. So, Dara, Shikok, Suja, Aurangzeb, and Murad. Among these four persons, the war of succession took place. Then, among when the war of succession is nothing but whom should be ascend the throne after the Shahjahan's rule. So, there was a fighting or the quarrel took place among the four sons, that is Dara, Shikok, Suja, Aurangzeb, and Murad. But what did the Aurangzeb did? Aurangzeb killed Dara and Murad. Whom he killed? He, in order to get the power and ascend the throne, in order to rule the empire, that Aurangzeb killed his brothers, that is Dara and Murad. And later, what about Suja? What happened to Suja? Suja, he fell to the Arakan lands. Fell is nothing but ran away. He left the region and he ran away to the Arakan lands, that is present Myanmar. So once the Shahjahan rules got ended, his son Aurangzeb killed his brothers, that is Dara and Murad, and another brother was Suja. He fell to the Arakan land, that is he ran to the Arakan land, that is Myanmar. Today's present Myanmar was called by name Arakan land in the earlier days. The four sons were Dara, Shikak, Suja, and Aurangzeb and Murad. Finally, the Aurangzeb, in order to ascend the throne, he killed his two brothers, and Suja fell to the Arakan land. Next, what happened to Shahjahan? Shahjahan was imprisoned in the Agra fort. See, what happened? Shahjahan was imprisoned in the Agra fort. Later, the Aurangzeb, he is the last great Mughal emperor who ascended the throne in which year? 1658. In 1658, Aurangzeb ascended the throne with the title of having Alamgir, Alamgir, and he ruled over 5 decades. How many decades? 5 decades. That is for the 50 years. So, in these 50 years, the Mughal Empire extended from Kashmir from the north up to Karnataka in the south. So, during the Aurangzeb rule, he ruled for how many years? 50 years. During his 50 years of ruling, he extended the empire from north to south. That is from the state of Kashmir to state of Karnataka. And during his rule, he saw many revolts. Revolts is nothing but going and capturing the other regions without the any hesitation or any disturbance. That is, his intention was just to conquer the regions and expand the empire. That's the whatever it is going to happen in between conquering the regions, he doesn't care, he doesn't bother anything. Even though the treasury might decline, the wealth of the empire might decline, he never used to bother. He just wanted to capture the regions. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎ ರಿವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದಂಗೆ ಎದ್ದೋಳೋದು. ಈ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ದಂಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ತನ್ನ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ದಂಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೋರಾಡಿ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸೋದು. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ he used to felt again revolt against such as Jats, Sikhs and Marathas. These are the persons against whom he got revolt, and he went campaign, and he also conquered the Deccan, and he left the royal treasury empty. By this, the treasury of the royal was empty. This is how the treasury became decline. So next we will be seeing the administration. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಮೊಘಲ್ ಎಂಪೈರ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಆಳಿದ್ರು, ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಆಳ್ವಿಕೆ, ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ತಂದರು, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋರಾಡಿ ತಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ ಆಡಳಿತ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಓವರಾಲ್ ಮೊಘಲ್ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಆಡಳಿತ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಓವರಾಲ್. ಸೊ though Babur and Humayun consolidated the Mughal Empire, but they were not able to build the efficient administration. Though they united the regions by conquering certain regions of India, but they were not able to rule the region properly. But it was during the rule of Akbar, during the Akbar rule, or during the period of Akbar, it was an able administration was took place. They are telling that though the Babur and Humayun was conquered the regions, but they were not able to run the administration properly. But during the period of Akbar, there was a proper administration took place, and he was not only consolidated the Mughal Empire, but he also united different parts of his empire, having a uniform standardized system of administration. This was the one of his greatest achievement. ಅವ್ರೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಕ್ಬರ್ನ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ತನ್ನ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಕರಿಸಿದಲ್ಲದೆ ಹಲವಾರು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟುಗೂಡಿಸಿ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ನೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಧ್ಯೇಯವೊಂದಿಗೆ he set up a standardized system in the administration. It is one of the greatest achievement of the Akbar's rule. And during his administration, what happened? It has a centralized monarchy in which the emperor will have a absolute power in all the matters relating to the administration. So during his administration, a centralized monarchy system was implemented, in which the emperor will held the absolute power in the sense finally he will be the decision maker. But the empire was divided, the Rajyavanna divided into provinces, but the Akbar was periodically investigating, or he was used to check out whatever the developments which has took place in the empire, and he personally used to supervise, used to check and discuss with the nobles and the officials who was appointed for this work. So in the royal palace, and they used to have a confidential meetings between the emperor and the administrator. ಸೊ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆಳತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಜನ ಮತ್ತು ಆಡಳಿತಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಪೈರ್. It may be a civil matters or the military matters or the judicial matters. For this, they used to have a confidential meetings to conduct. They used to have 2 halls. One is Diwan-i Khas.